In today's video, we'll be discussing how I plan on retiring, show you the plan, and will I retire before Illuvium's release this year. Check it out. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my space. Welcome to another episode. And today I'm going to update everybody on my progress. So, my goal for this year, if you haven't been following or paying attention, is that I'm going to retire after 2022. And so 2023, we're just going to be trying to live off of our crypto investments and play some play to earn games, hopefully Illuvium, and we'll just be able to live on our investments at that point and just go on about our business. So what do I need to do that? Basically, I've created some videos in the past, my profit and loss, and recently the market went down again, and I made another huge mistake. So in my bot history, we can check it out real quick, but essentially I lost a bunch of money on my initial IMX and shipping bots. So while the market was trailing down, the bots were going to trade out the bottom of the grid. And so instead of just letting the bots do their thing, I got a little impatient, if you will, and closed both bots down and regrid the entire thing down in a lower price point. So I sold everything and then recreated it at a lower price and lost a bunch of money. So I recorded the whole thing and didn't even change scenes so anybody could actually see the data. But here we go. I'm going to show you. Here's the bots that I've actually shut down. So you can see here that I shut down this shipping bot. And when you look at the data on it, I started it with $3,600 and ended it with 3,000. So I lost over $500 there. And then if we look at the IMX bot that I closed as well, then you can see that it started with over $4,400. But when I shut it down, it was only valued at $3,640. So I lost another $788 there as well. So in total, I lost probably $1,400 or more because the nature of the bots, you have to regrid and start them again, and they sell some coins to reposition themselves on the grid. So I lost a little bit more there, but at least that loss is calculated here, and so I've already gained back what I would have lost because these two are doing so well. So we see that now our current bot strategies are performing positively. I've almost gained 10% off of that shipping bot in the last 5 days and 23 hours. The IMX bot now has been running for 5 days and 23 hours and earned us $99. So we're up 8.5% there, 3.6% there. And then our Koval and position token that have been running longer and we didn't shut down through the market changes are still at a slight loss, but in 9 days and 23 hours we've earned $212 here, so it's still pretty close to $3,000. And here in 12 days and 14 hours we've only earned $89. So the only bot right now that isn't performing at 10% or better is the position token bot on gate.io. And the other three on Coinbase with Koval, IMX, and shipping are all outperforming the 10%. I anticipate this one being at maybe 15-16% at the end of the month. This one will probably be a little better than 10%. And then our shipping bot is looking like it could go 30% or more if it continues its current rate and strategy. So next we're going to look at my spreadsheet and data on what I need for the year to retire. Let's jump over there. If we look back at our chart and update our bot data, then we can see all of the times that I've closed down bots, and we see I've updated now the two that I closed and lost so much money there. So that was a minor self-inflicted error there. I should have just held on to the bots at their current price and let the bots do what they do best. So you can see that information. If I scroll over, there we go. You can see the loss, the gain, the loss of 509 and 788 that it's showing there. And then if you look down, I have the 4 that I'm currently running and their values. The market has gone up since I started these here. Here's their transactions. Here's how many hours they've been running each, and their profit. So according to this, I'm still down about $2,875 from my starting investment, which makes sense. If I look back to my starting investment here, I can see that I've deposited about $13,154 into these investments. Hop back over to my bot here. We see the total sum value of $10,139 is what it's telling us right now. Okay. So let's look at this retirement plan a little bit. Let's go. Zoom in a little bit here. There we go. So this is what I'm looking at. Whenever I updated this just a little bit ago, my bots were valued at 10,158. So even though it just said a little bit different, the market's changing constantly, so I'm not going to tweak with that any. But we expect my bots to make at least 10% every month. This should actually say month. And then I'm going to invest in Drip Garden. We've been researching that one. I'm going to put a little bit of money there and start that as well. And that is a daily return of 1% every day. And then when we scroll over here, we can see that I've got my bots and my current dollar amount, and I've calculated this so that I'm updating everything every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks I've got these milestones in here, and this is my plan according to where I'm at. So this is where I'm currently at between now and the end of March. I should be able to get 5% returns. So that's what 5% every 2 weeks, which equals 10% every month, right? So that's what I have here. So this 5%, and I'm going to add in $200 every 2 weeks. So $100 every week, $200 every 2 weeks here. And then starting April, mid-April, I'll have an extra $1,000. And so I've added that in here, and that'll be a once a month thing that I can do ongoing from starting from April and thereon. So I can easily get back to 12,389 is what it's saying here by mid-April. And then once I've added that first $1,000 there, it starts to go up a little bit more rapidly once I get about 14, 15,000 into the bots. Now, Drip Garden, I'm a few days away from starting that investment. I'm going to start with about 300. I might have more available in a few days, but on March the 4th, I plan on starting this account, this investment with at least 300. And if I do that, then 1% per day allows me to net $3 here, and then another $3.03, and so on. And I plan on adding another $100 every week, every Friday, to this account, and see how that compounding interest affects that investment. So together, let's look at our totals by December. By December 28th, my bots should have made at least $47,288. And if we scroll down and look at the Drip Garden, with our $100 added every week for the duration of the remainder of this year, then by December 28th, we'll have $31,581 in that account. Now, this isn't saying that these totals will be necessarily true. Both of these investments could perform better if the market performs better. If this war overseas affects cryptocurrency in a good way, Bitcoin might go up because a lot of people are going to be escaping to cryptocurrencies in the future, and there will be a lot of volatility going on. And we know, at least from our bot standpoints, volatility is a good thing in a lot of ways, and will allow the bot to trade a lot more frequently. And so as long as the market just doesn't plummet out from underneath us, then we'll continue to make pretty smooth 10% increases there, and probably better. Like we're seeing right now, that bot was had already made me almost 10% for its first week this month, and so it may make 30% this month, and that would be fantastic. I could use a little bit of that 30% to make back the money that I've lost from my mistakes, but we'll go from there. Ideally, I want each of these bots to continue trading, and let's jump back over here so we can look at it. So ideally, I want these bots to continue trading, and since we've seen the market fluctuate up and down quite a lot in the past 2 months, and we're not entirely sure which direction it's going next, if it does drop a little bit more, or if it's going to go up from here, we don't really know. My plan of action is basically to let these bots work and do their thing. I'm probably not going to touch them. All 4 of them are working at the rates that I desire, that I'm looking for. So everything's running smoothly, and as long as it continues to run smoothly, I think I will just allow them to do their thing until they build up a total value of about $5,000. So at $5,000 each, they'll be making slightly bigger trades, and they might be making more profits each month for me. And so this way, I don't necessarily have to add on additional new bots, but I will once these start totaling 5,000 or more. I will take some of those profits and start dumping them into a 5th bot at that point in time, and start ramping up their production from that point forward. But 3,000 is our starting point still. So we're we're going to have to wait probably a while for this shipping bot, unless it stays around 2% a day or more. That would be fantastic if it stayed about right there, but we'll see. It jumped up to 3% in a day, and then it's down to 2%. So it did slow down a little bit, but it has been very, very volatile and very profitable. So that's what we're looking at right now, and that's my goal. So if all goes well, then I'll have plenty of money to retire and just live off of cryptocurrency by January of 2023. And if you like this video, if you want to follow along, this is kind of my journey. This is kind of like my journal that I'm creating for myself, and so my fans and people that are following me can see my progress and see just how well my strategy is performing for me. You're welcome to join along. You can start your own strategy using these same tactics. I share everything on my channel. I'm pretty open with all my numbers, even the bad stuff. And so hopefully every 2 weeks that we see a significant gain, and can ramp these strategies up in a way that really performs well for us, and hopefully all goes according to plan, and I meet my goal by the end of December. So I look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks, and we'll get you in the next update then. Thank you.
Welcome to my own space. 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 Welcome to my own space.